Hello everyone, welcome to Tungad online classes. Let's continue our discussion on applications of derivatives. In that next application, approximations. Approximations, it is also known as error sign approximations. In approximations, we need to find approximate value of the function, not exact value, right? Suppose y equal to f of x be any real valued function. In y equal to f of x is known as independent variable. Independent, and y is known as dependent variable. Y is known as dependent variable and x is known as independent variable, right? In y equal to f of x is independent, y is dependent. Suppose value of x changes, then corresponding y value also changes. Why? Because it is dependent variable, that y depends on x. Once x value changes, then clearly y value also changes. Take this as equation number 1. Suppose x value changes from x to x plus delta x. This delta x is known as small change in x. That delta x value may be positive or negative. Change in x means it may be increase or decrease. Change in x means x value changes from x to x plus delta x. Value of x changes from x to x plus delta x. It may be increase or decrease. X value may be increase or decrease, means that delta value, delta x value may be increase or decrease, means may be positive or negative. Then corresponding y value also changes from y to y plus delta y. This delta x is known as change in x. This delta y is known as change in y, or it is also known as error in x and error in y. Change in x is known as error in x. This is something error in x. This is something error in y. Delta x is known as error in x. Delta y is known as error in y. Then equation number 1 becomes, once x value changes and y value changes, then equation number 1 also changes. Then y plus delta y is equal to, y plus delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x. Take it as equation number 2. Take equation number 2 minus equation number 1. 2 minus 1. Then y get cancel. Delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x, right? Take this as equation number 3. Delta y, that is change in y. Now dividing with delta x. Now dividing with delta x, then it will be delta y divided by delta x equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x, whole thing divided by delta x. Dividing delta x on both the sides, right? After that, take limit as delta x tending to 0. Taking limit as delta x approaches to 0, means that delta x value very close to 0 but not 0. Then limit delta x tending to 0, delta y divided by delta x, that's equal to limit delta x tending to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. This limit is known as derivative of the function, right? This limit is known as dy by dx. It is just like limit h tending to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h form. This is nothing but dy by dx only. Dy by dx, and limit of this ratio is nothing but delta y by delta x only. Delta y by delta x. Then delta y is equal to dy by dx into delta x. This is nothing but change in y. Change in y is nothing but, or change in y is equal to dy by dx into delta x. Dy by dx into delta x. Delta y is equal to derivative into change in x. Delta y means change in x, change in y or error in y. Error in y is equal to derivative of the function into error in x. This delta x is known as error in x, delta y is known as error in y, right? Now replace that delta y value from equation number 3. This is one of the formula for finding error in y. One more formula, just look at equation number 3. From equation number 3 replace delta y value, that is f of x plus delta x minus f of x, that's equal to dy by dx into delta x. Then f of x plus delta x equal to, send it to RHS, then it becomes f of x plus dy by dx into delta x. Then f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus, this dy by dx is nothing but f dash x only. You can use any notation. This is one of the formula for finding approximate value of the function. Approximate value of the function f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus f dash x into delta x. And for finding error in y, we have one more formula, that is delta y is equal to derivative of the function into error in x. Here delta x is known as error in x. Delta x equal to error in x. Delta x is known as error in x, or it is also known as change in x. And delta y is known as error in y or change in y. And delta x and delta y are called differentials. Delta x and delta y together are called differentials. Delta x and delta y are called differentials, right? Just remember, delta x means error in x or change in x. Delta y means error in y or change in y, right? Just remember this formula. This is one of the formula for evaluating approximate value. This is one of the formula for finding error in y whenever error in x is known. Whenever delta x is known, at that time how to evaluate error in y is dy by dx into delta x. Once you know error in x, then you can find error in y. This delta y is known as error in y. This is error sign approximations. Just remember these two formulas. Error in y is equal to dy by dx into delta x. For finding approximate value, f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus f dash x into delta x, right? Next problems. Use differentials to approximate or find the approximate value of square root of 36.6. Use differentials to approximate square root of 36.6. Find the approximate value using differentials. Using differentials means using approximations. We need to find approximate value of this square root of 36.6. By using differentials means by using derivatives, right? First of all, define one function. That function depends on given expression. Given that square root is given, once square root is given, then take f of x as square root of x, right? Once square root of some expression is given, then define f of x as square root of x, right? Square root of 36.6 is given, so define f of x as square root of x, right? Now I will write this 36.6 as, write that 36.6 as one perfect square number, either plus or minus some value. Clearly nearer perfect square number is 36 plus 0.6. Now it is like x plus delta x. X plus delta x. Therefore, x equal to, this is like x plus delta x, x equal to 36 and delta x equal to 0.6. First define one function that is depends on given expression. Here root is there, so define root function. After that take inside expression. Inside expression is 36.6. Just rewrite 36.6 as one perfect square number plus or minus some decimal value. Now it is like x plus delta x. So x value, integral part is taken as x, decimal part is taken as delta x. We have formula approximate value of the function f of x plus delta x equal to formula f of x plus f dash x into delta x. Now we have x value, delta x value and f dash x. Now after writing f of x, just write its derivative. What is our f dash x? F dash x is 1 divided by 2 root x. Now replace all the values, x value, delta x value and f dash x value. Then f of 36.6 only, because 36 plus 0.6 is 36.6 only. Then f of, what is x value here? 36 plus what is our f dash x? 1 divided by 2 root x value 36 into 0.6. That's equal to, what is f of 36? F of x is square root of x, then f of 36 is square root of 36 plus 1 divided by 2 into 6 into 0.6. That's equal to 6 plus 0.6 divided by 12. 0.6 divided by 12 value. 0.6 divided by 12 is equal to, what is its value? 6 plus 0.05, that's equal to then f of 36.6 is equal to 6.05. This is approximate value. Lastly write square root of 36.6 is approximately equal to 6.05. This is our required answer. It is approximate value of the function, approximate value of square root of 36.6 it is, right? Approximate value is 36.6 is 6.05, right? Next question. Using differentials means using approximations, find the approximate value. Find the approximate value of the function, not function, find the approximate value of 25.3, right? 25.3. Find the approximate value of square root of 25.3 using differentials, means by using derivatives, right? First define f of x. Here root expression is given, then function is root x, right? After writing f of x, write its derivative, that is f dash x, 1 divided by 2 root x. Now take this 25.3. 25.3 can be written as, write one perfect square number plus or minus some decimal value, that is 25 plus 0.3. Now it is like x plus delta x only. So here x value 25 and delta x equal to 0.3. 0.3 it is delta x value, 25 x value. Now we have formula for finding approximate value of the function f of x plus delta x equal to, what is formula? F of x plus f dash x into delta x, that's equal to, replace x value as well as delta x value, means f of 25 plus 1 divided by 2 root, in a derivative replace x as 25 into delta x value is 0.3. Now what is f of 25? That is root 25 plus 1 divided by 10 into 0.3 here. Now it is 5 plus 0.03 it is, that's equal to 5.03. This is approximate value of square root of 25.3, approximate value, that is 5.03. Lastly write, therefore approximate value 25.3 is approximately equal to 5.03, right? Next question. Next question. Find the approximate value of Find the approximate value of square root of 49.5 using applications, using differentials. Find the approximate value of square root of 49.5. Here square root is given. First define f of x. F of x is square root of x. Then what is f dash x here? F dash x equal to 1 divided by 2 root x. F of x depends on given expression. If it is square root, then define f of x equal to square root of x. If it is cube root, then cube root of x. After that, take this inside value, that is 49.5. It can be written as, split this 49.5 as integral part and decimal part. Now it is like x plus delta x. Therefore, x equal to 49, delta x equal to 0.5. Now we have formula f of x plus delta x equal to formula f of x plus f dash x into delta x. Then replace x value and delta x value, then it will be 49.5. That's equal to f of 49 plus 1 divided by 2 root 49 into delta x, that is 0.5 here. Then it will be square root of 49, because f of x is square root of x, then f of 49 is square root of 49 plus 1 divided by 2 into 7 into 0.5. Then its simplified form is 0.5 divided by 14. 0.5 divided by 14 is equal to 0.035. 0.035. Just write 3 decimal points. 0.5 divided by 14 value. Then we get 7.035. This is approximate value. Lastly, square root of 49.5 is approximately equal to 7.035. This is our required answer, right? Next question. Find the approximate value of 26 power 1 divided by 3. Find the approximate value of 26 power 1 divided by 3. Right? By using differentials, we need to find approximate value of 26 power 1 by 3. In the first step, first define f of x. What is our f of x? Here whole thing power 1 by 3 is there, means x power 1 by 3 is our f of x. This is our f of x. Whole thing power 1 by 3 is given, so f of x is whole thing power 1 by 3. Now take that 26. Write that 26 as one perfect cube number, either plus something value or minus something value. Here 26 is given. Perfect cube root number is nearer perfect cube number. That perfect cube number should be very close to given number, that is 27 minus 1, otherwise plus of minus 1. Now it is like x plus delta x. In this case, what is x value? This is our x value, this is delta x. X 27, delta x equal to minus 1. For finding approximate value of the function, we have formula f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus f dash x into delta x. Now replace all the values. Then it will be f of 26 only. F of what is x here? 27. F of 27 plus what is f dash? Write f dash x value, that is 1 divided by 3. F dash x equal to 1 divided by 3 into x power minus 2 by 3 by using x raised to n formula. It can be written as 1 divided by 3 into x power plus 2 by 3. X power minus 2 by 3, take it into denominator, then it will be plus 2 by 3. 1 divided by 3 into what is x value? 27 whole thing power 2 by 3 into minus 1. Then 27 whole thing power 1 by 3 plus 1 divided by, otherwise directly write this negative side, minus into plus is minus. 1 divided by 3 into I will write that 27 as 3 cube whole thing power 2 by 3, then otherwise directly replace 27 only. This is 27. In the next step write 27 as 3 cube whole thing power 1 by 3. Now 3 get cancelled, minus 1 divided by 3 into 3 cube whole thing power 2 by 3. Now also 3 get cancelled. It is minus 3 minus 1 divided by 27, right? Because 3 square into 3, that is 3 square is 9, 9 into 3 27, then 1 divided by 27 value, 1 divided by 27 is equal to 0.037, 0.037 approximately. Then 3 minus, then we get approximately 2.962. This is approximate value. 26 power 1 divided by 3 approximately equal to 2.962 approximately. Therefore, approximate value of cube root of 26 approximately equal to 2.962. This is approximate value of cube root of 26, right? Next, find the approximate value of 15 whole thing power 1 by 4. 15 whole thing power 1 by 4, right? First define one function f of, what is f of x in this case? In this case, f of x will be whole thing power 1 by 4 is given, means x power 1 divided by 4. Then what is its derivative? Then f dash x equal to, f dash x is 1 divided by 4 into x power minus 3 divided by 4. Otherwise it can be written as 1 divided by 4 into x power 3 divided by 4. After that, take inside value, that is 15. Write that 15 as perfect fourth root number, either plus or minus some number. Split that 15 into one perfect fourth root number and plus or minus something value. So I will write 16 minus 1. So 16 plus of minus 1. Now it is like x plus delta x only. So x equal to 16, delta x equal to minus 1. Now again same formula, f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus f dash x into delta x. Now replace all the values. F of 15, that's equal to f of 16 plus 1 divided by 4 16 power 3 divided by 4 into minus 1, then 16 power 1 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 4 into 16 power 1 divided by 4, that's equal to 2 power 4 whole thing power 1 by 4. Write that 16 as 2 power 4 minus 1 divided by 4 into 2 power 4 whole thing power 1 by 4. Now simplification. Two 4 get cancel, 4 get cancel, then it will be 2 minus 1 divided by 4 get cancel, we get 1 divided by 8, then 2 minus 1 divided by 8 value, 2 minus 1 divided by 8, that is approximately 1.875, approximately 1.875. Therefore 15 power 1 divided by 4 is approximately equal to 1.875. This is not exact value of the function, approximate value, right? Next, find the approximate value of 0 point, sorry, not 0 point. Find the approximate value of 81.5 whole thing power 1 divided by 4. Find its approximate value. First define f of x. What is our f of x here? First define f of x. Just look at the given expression. In this case, tell me what is our f of x. F of x depends on given expression. F of x equal to x power 1 divided by 4. After writing f of x, differentiate with respect to x. F dash x equal to x raised to n formula and simplification, then it will be 4 into x power 3 divided by 4. Right? This is our f dash x. After that, take this value. What is our value? It is 81.5. Just rewrite it. Split this 81.5 as one perfect fourth root number plus or minus something value. So I will write 81 is perfect fourth root number plus 0.5. Now it is like x plus delta x. What is x value here? That is 81. What is delta x? 0.5. After getting, find the approximate value. Formula f of x plus delta x equal to f of x plus f dash x into delta x, right? F of x plus f dash x into delta x. Then replace x value as well as delta x value, then it will be f of 81.5 only. That's equal to f of 81 plus 1 divided by 4 into 81 power 3 divided by 4 into delta x value here 0.5. Now simplify. Now f of 81.5 is equal to f of 81 means 81 power 1 by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 into 81 power 3 divided by 4 into 0.5. Next 81 whole thing power 1 by 4, that is 3 power 4 whole thing power 1 by 4 plus 0.5 divided by 4 into 3 power 4 whole thing power 3 by 4. Now 4 get cancel, 3 plus 0.5 divided by, again 4 get cancel, that is 4 into 27, right? Now 0.5 divided by 0.5 divided by 27 into 4, that is 108. It will be 3 plus, after simplification it will be 0.0046, approximately it will be 3.0046. This is approximate value of the 81.4 whole thing power 81.5 whole thing power 1 by 4. Therefore 81.5 whole thing power 1 by 4 is approximately equal to 3.0046. This is approximate value, right? With this problem I will stop today's class. Thank you.